A quote often attributed to D.L. Moody says, "The world has yet to see what God can do with a man fully consecrated to Him, but by God's help, I aim to be that man." As we reflect on 2024 and prepare for 2025, I'm reminded of a powerful concept from physics: potential energy. Now, potential energy is stored within an object intrinsic to its position relative to other forces like gravity, tension, or magnetism. It exists, but until it's released, it remains dormant or suspended. Only when its potential energy is converted into motion or kinetic energy does the true impact unfold. The same principle is true in business, in leadership, really in life. Simple machines, things like the cranes around me that transform small inputs into massive outputs, illustrate that. With a lever here, a pulley there, a single operator can lift thousands of pounds, even hundreds of tons. These machines clear big obstacles. They build large structures. They solve complex problems, but their potential energy remains untapped until it's strategically unleashed. Similarly, our God-given purpose holds great potential, but it only becomes powerful when we put it into action. It's not enough to have potential. We must intentionally convert that into kinetic energy, transforming potential into meaningful impact. Now, this past year, we've cycled around a lot of critical business management concepts within our C12 forums. We've been tackling business topics like AI and sales architecture, robust good health. We've even dove into leadership topics like trust, delegation, strategic planning. We navigated societal topics like generational trends and DEI, ministry topics such as giving and the idea of family as a ministry. I am so encouraged when I hear stories about how these small inputs are then multiplied into massive outputs as C12 companies around the world apply what they've learned and they get better year over year. Now, we love our metrics in C12, and we regularly challenge each other to define the right key performance indicators, or KPIs, for various business dimensions. But what if there's another measurement that we should be accountable for and be looking to maximize? What if instead of KPIs, what about your KIP, your Kingdom Impact Potential? As business leaders, we have tremendous God-given potential within and through the businesses we steward. And we're ultimately here to identify, maximize, and leverage that potential. But potential energy isn't enough. What matters is then how we release that energy and use it for maximum kingdom impact. Like these cranes that are converting potential energy into kinetic energy, we are called to translate our kingdom impact potential into tangible actions. We're called to leverage every decision, every resource, and every opportunity to ultimately demonstrate and advance the gospel of Jesus Christ. From the commission of Genesis to the great commandments of Matthew 22 to the great commission of Jesus and the call to do all things as unto the Lord, that's business as a ministry. This year, over 4,300 leaders like you across 8 countries, 5 continents, 160 cities have all been leveraging their God-given potential. And it's been awe-inspiring to me to see new C12 communities emerge in places like South Africa and Taiwan, Cleveland, Montgomery, even in the war-torn streets of Ukraine. Launching over 45 new chairs this year was critical to serving more leaders like you, and we're striving to actually see more than 250 chairs actively championing this mission globally by the end of 2025. Now, we've also been investing in tools to help you do this even better. This year, we rolled out the Core Business Presentation 3.0. We poured money into enhancing the C12 app to help you tap into greater kingdom torque, the force needed to move your business forward with purpose. And we're not stopping there. Next year, we're going to continue to leverage the power of simple machines of business and management best practices as we tackle a bunch of topics, including what's a kingdom way to measure business success? Let's look at hiring and management best practices. We're going to dive into marketing strategies, some customer loyalty issues, crisis communications, change management, and a bunch more. Now, these management best practices are levers that will allow us to continue to apply kingdom torque in and through our businesses. Then in April, We'll have our biennial global gathering at Current 25, where nearly 2,000 peers will come together to connect, to learn, and to keep pushing the boundaries of what God can do through faithful leaders in the marketplace. We anticipate that experience is going to be a catalyst and an infusion of both excellence for further conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy and to make a difference locally. As we close out this year and we look into the future, I invite you to consider your potential energy, your KIP, your kingdom impact potential. What small actions could you leverage to unleash and multiply your impact when aligned with God's purposes? How might you, like these cranes, leverage the resources you steward to build something far greater than you could on your own? Let's continue to dream big, and let's trust in a big God who multiplies and blesses our efforts by His grace and power, and ultimately for His glory. Thank you for being part of the kinetic energy God is releasing around the world through this strange thing called C12. Our vision is to see this community eclipse 5,000 global members next year, and I can't wait to see what stories are written, what stories are told from your faith-fueled leadership in 2025. So let's maximize the kingdom torque. Let's unleash all that kingdom impact potential energy, and let's press in and press on together. Let's go build truly great businesses and do it for a greater purpose.